What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to a new mini episode of Unspoken Truth Podcast. I'm your host, Denise. What's up? How you doing? I hope everybody is um, having a productive and positive start to the week. Um, Boy, I'm all over the place, but it's okay. I want to dedicate this episode to my uncle. Today's topic is what food traumatized you and why. Okay, so hopefully we're gonna get a couple people coming through here that's got some things to add to the conversation. I'll go first. I ain't got no problem with it. Um, it's so many, but I'll just start with the most traumatizing food for me. Um, my auntie, shout out to my auntie Cookie, she could throw down in the kitchen. I'm talking about, I don't care what it is. Sauces, icings, cake, barbecue, you name it, she can throw down in the kitchen. She would make us chicken and dumplings as kids. Now, I don't know how many people out here that's more of a southern meal if you ask me. But when she would make it, boy, oh boy, man, I couldn't take it. I think it started this thing of me not liking wet chicken. Let me explain. When I say wet chicken, I mean like drowned in sauce. If that make any sense. I know it sounds weird, but just hear me out. I don't like my chicken to be wet, with a barbecue sauce. Like if I was to get chicken wings, and I'm currently a vegetarian, I don't even eat meat. But if I was to get chicken wings, they would have to have a dry rub to them. I don't like sauce, barbecue sauce, wet, so I don't like it. It makes the chicken, the skin, and all that, it make it wet. So anyway, my auntie would make chicken and dumplings. Dumplings is like a little dough, if you're not familiar, that you boil or fry. Okay, um, that gummy, I can't. I'm sorry. That meal traumatized me. To this day, I can't. If I think about the smell hard enough, I can taste it still. The legendary pipe, how you doing? Welcome. Rich Risings and happy Tuesday to you. We talking about foods that traumatized you and why. Um, I would say the reason why is because she made it so often. I'm not saying that it was gross because nothing she cooked was gross. I just could not get past certain things. The dough, the wetness of the dumpling, the wetness of the chicken. I bought the combination of the two. Just it threw me off. Um, what's another one? Traumatized. Oh, liver. Mom, if you out here, hey man, I don't care what you did to it. And my mama could throw down. Make an amazing gravy to go with it. My sister loved liver. Me, on the other hand, but my mother used to try to cook it like steak. She used to try to cook it like steak. I know you out here, ma. I know you out here. She used to try to make liver like steak so that she could try to get me to eat it. And it almost worked one time. I'm gonna be honest, it almost worked one time where I fell for it. I really thought that it was steak. So now I'm cutting it up. It's got nice little gravy and onions across the top. I got my steak sauce because in my mind, I think it's a steak. She know I don't eat liver. But apparently she was going to try to get me to eat it, okay? Boy, I cut it down into a nice little slither and picked it up with my fork and put it in my mouth. Oh, baby. Oh, honey. Liver has a very acquired taste. Okay, I don't know who on here that like it. I don't care for it, but it has a very acquired taste. Almost like a, I don't know if you've ever had minced meat. It's the texture. Okay, it's not so much of the meat itself. It's the texture. That texture, boy, I bit down. I said, "Ma," and I could feel her eyes on me, looking at me like, "Go ahead, eat your food." Hey man, you playing crazy. Mama, you playing crazy. I know you ain't put this liver on my plate. I just know you ain't did that. Why? Why you do that? You know I don't eat that. You know what I'm saying? So now I fast forward to present day with finding out some of the things that my mother don't like to eat, but has been offered to her, even though people know she don't eat it. For example, oatmeal. Hi, oatmeal. Ugh, it look like a bowl of throw up to me. It always have. I don't care what you add to it, fruit, sugar, it don't matter. It don't look appeasing. It don't look like it's tasty to me. I would never eat it. I would choose grits or cream of wheat over oatmeal. Okay. Um, Somebody tried to give her some oatmeal when she was in the hospital a while back. And boy, oh boy, did she cut up. I'm talking about she wouldn't eat nothing after they tried to offer that. It made me think as I was trying to come up with whatever topic we was going to have today, why people have certain foods that they just can't get past or get over and they will never eat it. I'm not really sure. I have to ask my mom what was the reason why she don't like oatmeal. Is it the way it look? Is it because she don't like the way it tastes? Is it the texture? A lot of people who are texture people. What does that mean? It's a certain taste on your palate, your tongue. And when certain things hit it, it ain't right. It's almost like an instant nausea feeling that you get associated with having foods that just don't sit right with your taste buds. Now I mentioned that I'm a vegetarian now, so I don't eat meat at all. No meat, no seafood, no beef, no chicken, no meat. Okay, and I've been that way for about 10 months now. What I learned from improper eating prior to me making this decision is a lot of stuff that I thought I liked, I really didn't. I think it was more so taste, okay? Season. Does that make sense? The seasoning, whatever was on it, that's what got me to eat it and make myself believe that I enjoyed it. The more I went without meat, there is a coating that starts to be created across the top of your tongue when you're eating poorly. Okay? This is not something that I think. No, this is what I know. Studies been done on it before. Okay? There's a thin little layer, if you will. It's like a coating that's on top of your tongue when you've ate consistently poorly. Okay? Um, where it basically stops you from actually being able to really taste what you eat, if that makes any sense. Okay, my day is going good. Thank you for asking. Um, yeah, the more I've went without eating meat, the more that film, that coating, it don't exist. Now I can taste everything. It's almost like recharging your taste buds. Okay, rewiring the way they used to operating and the things that's used to going in your mouth. What I learned is your taste buds do more than just tell you what food tastes like or what's in it or what it consists of. Okay, it plays a more vital role than that because I believe that it is solely connected to your heart, your stomach, and your brain. Okay, What do I mean by that? Hey, those senses are all connected. It's like your ear, mouth, and your nose, your eyes, all of those things go together. Same thing I feel like with your tongue as far as your stomach. Okay? Um, Now that I'm 10 months in on this thing with no meat, it has caused me to have to go trying foods that I avoided when I wasn't eating right. Okay? One of those things was okra. I don't know. I couldn't get past what it looked like, the sliminess of it. I probably could eat it cooked, but I couldn't eat it raw. And maybe that's something I can work on. But I started to find different foods that I wouldn't necessarily touch when I wasn't eating right. Another one is Brussels sprouts, baby cabbages. I love them. Was I eating a lot of them prior to me uh, stop eating meat? No. Cabbage, yes, but Brussels sprouts, no. And most people be like, ugh, Brussels sprouts, that's nasty. But I don't think they realize that it's just the baby version of a cabbage. If you eat cabbage, you'll eat a Brussels sprout. Maybe it's got to be seasoned a certain way. Once again, taste plays a major role in the things that we decide we like or don't like. Okay? That tongue is dictating whether or not it tastes good or it don't. A lot of foods I realize also heighten certain things. Your jaw. You ever ate something and as soon as you taste it, it's almost like it lock up the sides of your jaw where you be like, what in the world? Sour candies, mainly for me. I'm not really big on sugar now either. So it's hard for me to try to compare that to that. But sour things like um, Sour Patch Kids and stuff like that, it do something to this little jaw muscle right here where you be like, wine. If you drink wine, um, white wines, dry wines, usually get this little jawbone going. I'm wondering what the connection is though, outside of that. Like, what's the connection? Like, why do you get those little feelings? You know, um, in your jaw when you eat certain things. I believe that those taste buds play different roles. Some of them are for sweet. Some of them are for sour. You know, you don't know until after you put certain things in your mouth. Okay. Um, what's another one? Anybody out there got a food that just traumatized them, and it don't matter how it's prepared, what is consist of, what is seasoned with. You just ain't gonna eat it. You just not gonna eat it. I'm throwing myself under the bus with this one, with that chicken and dumplings. I'm not lying, man. Once my auntie left that kitchen, hey man, I'm fixing to go in this trash can and I'm about to lift up as much stuff that's in it as possible and I'm about to put that food up under there. I'm not eating that. I'm sorry, I'm not eating that. And people be like, you know how many people go hungry every day and you throwing food away? I get that. Now, as a grown up, as a mother myself, I understand that. But that's just one food. I don't care. You put it on my plate, I'm not eating it. I may give it to somebody or it's going to go in the trash, but I'm not eating it. Another one that severely traumatized me is chitlins. Um, hey, man, I ain't too fond of liking nobody's intestines, okay? Because, mm-mm. And my mother, my dad loved them. My dad loved them. It's Thanksgiving getting ready to come up. He'll be like, hey man, I bought several buckets. Clean them for me. And I don't know how this woman stood there and cleaned them because they have such a foul smell to me that just to clean them before we even get to the cooking, but just to clean them would make me sick. I don't know how she did it, made it to where you couldn't smell it. She would clean them real good, but you couldn't smell it. I don't really know what she put in it that stopped the smell. But this is somebody's intestines that you getting ready prepared for somebody to eat. But I don't care what you do to them. Once that smell is in your nose, it's stuck there. It's there. You do whatever you want. Blow your nose, walk out the house. It don't matter. Once that smell is in the air, it's there. I can't. My mama tried that too. Put that on my plate one year. Oh boy, I got sick at the table. You just never know how your body gonna respond to certain foods. That's why I thought this was a good topic for us to have. Just simply because this is a mini episode that won't be no more than about a half hour. But yeah, it's several foods that severely traumatized me. Liver, chitlins, and chicken and dumplings. Those are the top three for me. I can't get past it. I cannot get past it. The smell, the taste, the texture, I can't. I won't. And the funny part is I never made those dishes for my kids. So I guess those are dishes that they now don't like or won't just simply because I didn't offer it. I allowed the trauma that I endured through those different foods to not even drip on my kids. Cause nope. But to each his own. I had several people come in here while we was discussing this topic a few days ago, and just just tell me all kind of different stuff about stuff they like and the stuff that they don't like and stuff they would never eat. And I thought it was a wonderful conversation because, hey, you never know. Everybody has got a different upbringing for the most part. And there are a lot of different cultures that make up the world. So you never know what somebody will say traumatized them or made them or turned them off from a certain thing. However, I did recently get asked if if the people in the state where I'm at, if we eat rice with our chili. And I was like, what? Maybe some beans and rice. I mean, and I still understand why you would say chili, but I have never. Me personally, I have never had no chili with no rice. I'm not really sure what culture that comes from. I know that Asians and Japanese culture usually eat a lot of rice. It's just when we make chili, it's just a chili. Does I hope that makes sense. It's just beans and meat and peppers and onions. It's just a chili. I've I've not really seen nobody put it across something. Although it probably tastes good. But that's just not how I make my chili. Um, I'm sure that I don't make my chili like a lot of people because I put all the beans in it. Not just kidney and chili beans. No, I put all the beans in there. Pinto, Great Northern, Put all the beans in there. That way I'm gonna get a good cleaning. Cause beans, we know what they do to you. Yeah. They say they good for your heart, but they make you fart. We know. Clean you out. Most useless invention. Yeah, but I've never heard that. I mean, I got friends from different places, um, different countries, not just states, but different countries. And I ask questions. I don't know. I just be want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of stuff that they um, partake in on the food side. I have a friend that's from the Philippines, and I've watched some of the stuff that they've partaken in as a family dinner. They absolutely do roasted pig, the whole pig, and you'll see it on a steak. I mean, I've seen it. She showed it to me. I mean, and that boy just be turning the snout, the eyes, just turning on the steak, and they be barbecuing it. I could not. Although for many years I had a bacon addiction real bad. But knowing the pig and them being the worst animal on the farm because they eat any and everything, mm-mm, I could not partake in that at this stage in life. Nope. Mm-mm. No way. I also have friends that's from St. Croix. Cousin, welcome. Um, which is island. Um, Dominican culture. Shout out to her for telling me some of the stuff that come from their bloodline. Cuz, what is one food that severely traumatized you and why? Because boy, oh boy, I done sat here and named a good three that was clearly on the menu for Sunday dinner. Peas. Why? What was it about peas that messed you all up? Wow, peas. I'm not really a big pea fan either, so I don't blame you, cuz. I don't blame you. What happened? Was it the fact that the consistency of it, the texture, what was it? What turned you off about peas? Cause I hear a lot of people say that about lima beans, and I love them. My mother made me love them. Not because she forced me to eat them, but my mother made me love them. I guess it was the way she seasoned them, prepared them. I mean, I'm always curious about other people. Like, well, what happened? Because sometimes people was force-fed certain things, and that traumatized them. They were nasty when I was younger. Yeah. I mean, do you eat them today? Is that still, I mean, because sometimes certain food just leave a nasty taste in your mouth forever. And it don't matter how old you are or what age you is, or you just will never touch them again. Is that how you feel about peas? Because I'm telling you. I start eating them later on, salads raw, but yeah, I eat them today. Okay. Mhm. You know, me being a vegetarian now and not eating meat has put me in a position where I'm going to have to find different choices, if you will, to make up for the absence of the meat. Does that make sense? A lot of people be like, well, you can't get no protein if you ain't eating no meat. That's a lie. Okay? There are lots of things out here that give you the same amount of protein and vitamin B12 and vitamin D and all of that as a meat. Okay? I'm, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that's inaccurate to say that the only way you can get protein, potassium, and magnesium is through meat. That's not true. Okay? You got stuff out here like quinoa. That is a substitute for white rice or brown rice. Right, that's what I was doing, transitioning my eating habits. Yes, we have to. Unfortunately, a lot of us don't realize that a lot of the things that we dislike when it comes to food, some of it is genetics. Some of it is DNA based. Okay? No, they're not going to tell you that at the doctor's office. It's for you to do your own research, understand your own body and your bloodline and type and all that kind of stuff. That's important for you to be able to know what things to stay away from. For real. I mentioned about chicken and dumplings that Auntie Cookie used to make for us all the time when we was little. And I absolutely hated it. And I just got outed recently for throwing it away instead of eating it. But I didn't like the dough, the dumpling, and I don't like wet chicken. Like, I'll eat baked chicken, but it's got to have some type of crisp or crunch or something to it. Or I'm not eating it. I don't like wet chicken, soggy chicken. I know wet chicken sound crazy, but soggy chicken, I don't like it. Mm-mm. And then to this day, I don't like it. Oh yeah, them dough balls are crazy texture. Yeah, I believe that that's what it is. It's the texture of it that turned me off. I was like, I don't want that. Now maybe perhaps if I would have had tried it fried back then, maybe that would have changed my perspective a little bit. But that dough, that wet, no way. I can't. I can't. Liver is another one. I mean, my mother and my sister they big on it. They eat it often. I cannot get past the texture. Nope. And my mama done made it a bunch of different ways with gravy and onions and all that. Oxtails, yeah. But I want you to understand that there is, how you doing, West Music? There's no such thing as oxes here in the U.S. Go look it up. I've already done my homework on it. So essentially, those are not even oxtails. For real. Cause you said you ain't ate liver and kidneys and yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I ain't never done it. My mama's still making it to this day. I ain't doing it. Yes, they are cow tails. Yes, they are. And that's what I was just about to say. There's no such thing as an oxtail here in the U.S. You have to go out of the country to actually get the real deal. Okay? Because it don't exist. It really don't. It don't exist here. I mean, we've been bamboozled and told about a lot of things that don't actually exist here. Cows are a created animal as well. Hey, listen. I ain't here to debate with nobody about nothing, cuz for real. Some are eating kangaroo. I mean, at this point, we have no idea what we really eating. And the reason I say that is because they've gotten so good at cloning and making stuff look like something that is not. I had this debate with somebody about there being a difference between sweet potatoes and yams. You will never, I repeat, you will never find a real yam here in the U.S. It don't exist because that's a, a vegetable that don't even grow here because our weather and our climate and stuff don't allow it to. So when people be talking about, yeah, I made yams, no, you didn't. You made sweet potatoes. And it's a major difference. Yeah, it's a major difference in size and the way it look and color, all of that. But they've made us believe that that's something that exists here because it's similar to that, but it's not the same at all. Okay. From St. Thomas. Yeah, I have a friend. I was hoping she was gonna come in here and jump in the conversation. Dominican. Her family is from St. Croix. And so I'm just a person. I like to learn about other people's cultures and stuff, and the different foods, for sure. I absolutely would love to try fufu, and that's African food. And most people be like, ugh, but I don't know if I could because the dough. I'm not sure if that would remind me of a dumpling, and I wouldn't be able to get past it. Oh, I know, cuz. I know you love all cultures and women. I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So what food West music traumatized you and why? Oh, you tried Ethiopian food? How was it? What is it that you tried? Because they have different names for it, although it still can be translated into American understanding. What did you have? So I don't know the name, but it was like beans and rice with bread. Oh, okay. Um, it's making me think about cause my son dated a woman. She was from Jordan, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about the country, but it's Mediterranean food. And I had seen this dish that DJ Khaled always had his chef make for him. It come in a big old pot, rice, beans, whatever meat, lamb, beef, gyro, chicken. You put whatever meat you want in it, and when they cook it all in this pot, and when it's done, they turn it over on a plate, and they lift the pot up, and it's like a mound of just different stuff: rice, beans, meat. Oh man, that shit was so good. She made it for me. Man, listen, woo. I would say Chinese food. It just smells different. Mmm. Okay. See, a lot of people, Chinese food, they tell you like they a lot of people won't eat it because they feel like the Chinese usually be cooking cat and dog and different stuff like that. But I want people to understand that our food system is so corrupted that we eating each other at this point. Our some of human remains has been found in lots of different foods that people deem they favorites. So yeah, you gotta be careful. That's why I don't. If I was to eat Chinese food at this stage in the game, it wouldn't be nothing more than a lo mein, a vegetable lo mein. I wouldn't touch nothing else that they got. Hey, Wes, Chinese people don't eat Chinese food. Oh, well, wait a minute now. Oh, I'm just now catching that because, oh, exactly. We've been eating each other. Yes, sir. And now they want to expose some stuff. But nigga, come on, man. The more you know, you know. Especially knowing the main enemy eats his enemies. But most people will say, yeah, your favorite spots like Mickey D's, Wendy's, Chipotle. Them places y'all be breaking y'all neck. Y'all sit in line and y'all cuss at people and blow y'all horn when they take it too long to order. Yeah, them restaurants. hmm They've already done stuff. I'm sure that a lot of people then watched the whole documentary on McDonald's. The burger that set for months and still looked like it was fresh out the oven. Yeah, we absolutely have to be careful. It's the main reason why we, as humanity, is dealing with so much sickness and disease because of the poor diet. Mm, Chinese food. That's a first one. For me, I don't think I ever heard nobody say Chinese food. Although, I don't know. Cause I think you absolutely right that it's more of our culture that eat it than their culture. Oh man, now that's perspective right there. That's absolute perspective right there. Like, oh man, who knew? All right, well, hey, we got we got a few people to come through and bless us with conversation. Hey, this is only a mini episode. Y'all make sure y'all come back and catch me on Friday. I'll be right here on all the same platforms for us to have another conversation. Um, Maybe we'll have a more relaxed conversation. It's been a rough weekend for me. This episode is dedicated to my uncle. May he rest in peace, no more pain. Um, Cancer. Fuck cancer. Um, we gotta do better with our lineage and our legacy, and promoting more things that walk us away from disease and sickness instead of walking us to it. Um, he fought long and hard, and I appreciate the 43 years that I was given um, to hang out with him, for him to love on me and show me what 10 toes down really look like. Okay, um, I will be posting and keeping people abreast. My mom's brother, with any details that we make over the next week or so. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for supporting me, showing up for me, and chiming in. I'll meet y'all back here on Friday at 8 p.m. for a new episode of Unspoken Truth Podcast. Until then, I'm your host, Tanise. Out of here. Bye, y'all. Yeah. Thank you, cuz. I appreciate you. Hey, man, listen here. This life be tough sometimes, but it's all right because the universe is still in control. And so I won't, you know, be like some people be and be selfish. That man was strong. They had told us years ago he was gonna be up out of here. That man made it past a decade after the diagnosis. I'm grateful. I'm appreciative. I love y'all. Thank you so much, West Music. I appreciate you. Make sure you come back and hang out with me. Hey, y'all go download the app Tagged. I'm also on there as well. And I do little mini episodes on there outside of Tuesday and Friday. So that's another place you can catch me to talk and, just vibe. But yeah, love you, cuz. Mm-hmm. When you be holding on, you hold your peoples in bondage. Okay. All right. My son is on Discord. He told me to make me an account. I'm trying, cuz. I am. I'm trying. But I appreciate you. You got a Facebook or Instagram? Follow me over there too. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm about to link you with my people. See, boy, he taking over the city. He in a couple of dispensaries. Well, just make you an Instagram. And that way we could talk on there. You don't gotta make Facebook if you don't want to. That's fine. Hell, Facebook and Instagram the same shit. I'm gonna get the heck out of here. All the links for my platforms is in my bio, cuz. I love you. I'm out of here. Yep. Yeah, he do too. I'm gonna link y'all together.